Hey, what's going on, guys? So tonight Jerry's here with the Super Sherpa. We're going to put some new bars and risers on this bike for him. Every time that I've ridden this bike, I've always kind of felt like I was hunched over the bars, so I think having a little bit of rise to this should really help. So we're going to be sticking these Tusk Chub bars on here. These are the CR high bend, and then we've got the conversion risers here that'll take this from a 7/8 inch bar to a 1 1/8. Jerry's here with Kimchi. Hi, Kimchi. Or sauerkraut, yeah. So we'll get these hand grips off first, using my favorite, compressed air. Ooh, look at that. I think I've only ever had to cut one set off.
Cut the old ones off, I'm sure.
Did you? Yeah, I think they were. Well, the one was kept falling off, right? What in the heck is going on here?
You got her.
Yeah, I think just the aftermarket grip is like extra sticky.
I just really noticed when I got on your XL250 that the bars are up higher and it felt so much better.
Yeah.
And it was so disappointing when I get back on this one. Double fin technique from working at Z-Vart 100 years ago.
Double what?
Fin the shaft and the...
Oh, yeah, yeah. So then this should come apart like that. You should just be able to give yourself some slack and they should come out. Well, there's something living in there.
Really?
It's like a cocoon.
It's nice having two people. Neither one of us will remember how to put it back together.
Yep. Yeah, just take it probably go this way. There's probably cables attached to that we'll have to, I think these are reusable. So you have to like pinch this and then I think that'll come out, right?
I think we're gonna need some more zip ties. Did you get yours?
No, I was trying to pull hand though. I'm gonna grab that in case it's gonna drop.
I think you replaced one of these mirrors for me, didn't you?
Yeah, I pulled my truck in the garage with this in the back and knocked one of the mirrors off. Yeah, I'm not sure what part I replaced on it. It might be this part. Kill switch and starter yet. I think that's a Phillips on the bottom. What was the last thing we worked on like this together? I feel like it's been forever. I can't think of what it was. I mean, other than on the trail, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking my Firebird, but I don't know if that would have been it or not.
Yeah, it's probably in the size of a cat.
Yeah, she is the size of a cat, isn't she?
So it looks like these are fairly close to the stock bars. I think the new ones are going to be a hair taller and they are definitely going to be a bit wider, which is actually kind of nice. So I've got the risers pulled apart here and I had a sneaking suspicion since I ran into this on the KLR that we're going to have an issue here too. And I don't know why they make these bolts so long. If this was a 1/4 inch shorter, I can't imagine that would ever be an issue. But because the material thickness inside here that this is going to be clamped down with is so small, and these bolts are so long, and these are not through holes in the triple tree, when you go to put this down, it bottoms out before it actually clamps. So like I did on the KLR 650, I'm going to take all the fasteners out of there and grind them down so they're about a 1/4 inch shorter. I think that ought to do it. Alright, so we ground them all down, cleaned up the threads, and we've got them to a point now where they more or less all bottom out. Front ones are a little bit better. This is a hair long, but I think that should be more than enough. So we'll get those all pulled out and we'll put the brackets on. Bottom of the barrel and the Loctite.
So do you know the torque setting this puts them on?
No. We'll tighten them by hand.
Kimchi lost interest, fell asleep. Hopefully your viewers didn't.
Not interested? You're just learning. That puppy. Check these with the hand tool here just to make sure. Yeah, the second setting on that ratchet is you. Oh, yeah, I guess you want to hold that. Maybe grab the tire.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So did the drill vary that much, or did I just do it differently?
Yeah, you pretty much have to run it down until it stops to get it to be consistent. Number 1 does like almost nothing. 2 is basically a little bit too tight. So yeah, I think I would start at probably about 0, and we'll get those numbers centered. Yeah, try something like that. Oh, it's going kind of crooked. Yeah, I think maybe back
that one over.
Maybe, yeah.
Gotcha. Took my glasses off.
Yeah, I think that happened with mine too. They just kind of need to center themselves. You gotta do them kind of both at the same time. So we're just gonna get these kind of snugged up so the bars aren't moving all over on us. But then we'll have to get you on the bike at the end to position those. A little tight. So with the front tire extended all the way down, we should be able to essentially take almost all the slack out of here. Obviously you want to leave a little bit. So we've got this clamp loose, this pulled up, but there's still a clamp inside here that we're not able to snake it through. So I think we're actually gonna have to pull the cowl off of here. What? I guess maybe it is a 10 or an 11. It's only 10.
Look in here. What's going on in here? Huh? Jack Russell Terrier. Or is it Jack Russell Terrier? I'm not sure.
It is a 10. Of course it's a 10.
Oh. Tools all the way around now, maybe. Nice. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get you some of these.
Yeah, they're nice. It's gonna fall now.
Let the fender down.
Yeah. Get close.
Yeah, I think you're already there.
Peel that thing back.
Yeah.
So there's a fitting, a bolt, a banjo bolt with banjo washers inside of that.
Okay.
So
and you can rotate it?
Yeah, if we just loosen that up once it's mounted, then this angle will be reduced, and then that'll loosen that up a little bit.
If we can go right there, we're good already.
Yeah, okay. Some of these will have like a pawl on them. Oh no. So I don't know that we can actually get it down anymore.
Oh.
We can cut it off, but... So this brake cable runs back here and then is kind of pinched into a little metal bracket that runs over to the other side of the bike, and there was this electrical wire behind it and then 2 zip ties that were kind of holding it in place. So I snipped the zip ties and now the cable has a little bit more slack right here. I don't really love not putting that back in there, but that does give us more than enough room to have plenty of slack over here. So I think we're just gonna go with that. Not ideal, but there's some room there. So there'll be kill switch and starter button here, I think, right? How are we doing on cable for that?
Oh, we're flying as frogs here.
You need fasteners for that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's those. So one's longer than the other. Good luck with that. For this position, we got to stick the grip on. One is bigger than the other. We want the smaller one. I guess maybe we should try the soap and water trick like you did, huh? I don't have to run the compressor then. Just gonna help.
Let's move this along so she can go home.
What do you think, Kimchi? Hey, puppy.
I think we're there.
Alright, and you want to do your half waffle you want around?
What?
This way, they call them half waffle grips,
oh.
But that's for your fingers to grip on.
Never noticed. It kind of looks like a Street Fighter with that cowling off of it.
It does.
I might not put that back on.
I've got a whole bunch of replacement lights I was looking at sticking on here, but I don't know that. I think you need a special bracket.
That's always been a fun thing. Street Fighter. I crashed my bike and I can't afford to buy new plastic, so it's a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ben.
Looking like a bike again, huh?
I'm starting to.
So this throttle is kind of sticky, so we're gonna pull both of these lines out and shoot some lubricant down in there. I'm just gonna make sure we remember which side is which. It looks like the one with the lock nut would be the bottom, the outside here, I guess.
Buy some of that, open it up, and put it down.
Yeah, that's usually what I do, is just stick some of this down there and just kind of let it run down. I bought the tool with it, but whenever I use it, it just makes a huge mess.
Oh.
This makes a mess too, but... quite party up there.
I know, I mean, they're having fun. I don't know if they're having as much fun as we are, but they're having fun up there. Well, I'm excited to ride this.
Yeah, it should make a noticeable difference. Probably
Oh
not
my
huge,
God.
but
I was so like I say, I was so disappointed getting on this thing after we switched bikes and I rode your 250. Cool.
so now this is actually going to be the side that we're going to have to possibly jostle things a little bit. Cause, well, and I guess on this side we still need a we still need your other mirror. Yeah, that's going to be a little tight. Yeah, what can we
thing you
do?
is get rid of the bark busters. I really wouldn't miss them that much. I don't know, but I'm thinking.
Yeah, and you could actually
I should leave them.
Well, you could actually get a wraparound pair that would clamp on down here. Yeah, and I mean these things don't really do a whole lot of anything for you as far as hand protection. I mean they're pretty much just I mean they protect you from brush, but
I thought there was a piece of metal through those.
yeah, I kind of thought there was too, but there's definitely not. They're just plastic. So yeah, they're more for looks and air protection than anything.
Get it.
Yeah, so like my hand guards that are the metal core ones clamp on way down on the bend here, and that's where I think the Tenere does too, right? Yeah, so these come way down on the bend of the bar, and for a fat bar like this you actually do need a special kit, but Rocky Mountain has a deflex kit for 1 1/8 bars, because then they're actually not only a little bit larger diameter, but this actually matches the taper of the bar, so get rid of them. Yeah, and I guess that's gonna be something that we do need to watch. What's worst case? Worst case is there, I think, right? Yeah, because it's wrapped around the corner. That right? Because how close are you here? So that's the other thing you gotta watch is the clutch lever. You want to be able to get around your grip. So that, yeah, you gotta slide on, and then we gotta figure out, where did that go? From the underside?
Is there a chance I'm doing this right?
Possibly, yeah. I never remember. It always takes me at least 2 tries to get it right. Yeah, so you just gotta make sure you got all that slack taken up in there. And we need these. But yeah, basically you just gotta make sure that those wires stay on top of this part and end up down in that chase the right way and aren't pinched anywhere. So I think maybe we forgot something. This piece is supposed to be inside of the throttle housing here, so I'm gonna have to take that back apart and figure out where this goes. There we go. It takes a little bit goofing around. I had to bottom out both of the adjusters there, and then I was able to kind of slip it down in there and work the throttle back and forth to make sure that the back side of the cable was not pinched in there anywhere. So seems like we're good. So yeah, I think that's just supposed to be straight up and down, so you can tighten that one down. Yeah, you definitely don't want that rubbing on that, so I think maybe we'll back that off a little even.
Yeah, that's better.
Definitely looks better.
It does look better. Yeah, this is more like your Honda was.
Yeah.
Before I was like down here. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Just a couple inches makes a big difference.
these are a little wider too. Or no?
They are. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit more control that one. Yeah.
Yep.
You do look nice. They
Yeah.
can make this bike look nice anymore. They did. Like gold tires. That's the reason I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe I should ride it first.
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. It's fine.
Why? What do you think?
It just seemed like nothing was happening until like twisted it down.
Oh yeah, we probably got to adjust some of the slack. Yeah, let me see it once. Yeah, that's way too much slack. So for that, then we need to adjust one of these. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little on the loose side, but that's not bad. That's how mine are. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Good.
Can't wait to ride it.
Yeah, I guess we got to cover.
Because I'm not loading in my truck tonight.
No.
It's pouring rain.
It's got to get covered up. So the only thing we need to do yet, I guess, is we want to lock the bars all the way one way, check the cables, and check to make sure that nothing's getting like smashed into the tank. I've taken chips out of my paint doing that. Yeah, you just want to make sure nothing's crashing, make sure nothing's too tight. That should be fine. I guess we'll have to reuse your reusable zip ties and get the cabling back up in place. Lock the bars all the way that way for me once. Just want to make sure that clutch cable is. Yeah, boy, that is kind of tight, but I don't think there's too much we can really do about that. No, it's definitely not ideal, but I think it'll be okay. You can tilt it down a little bit, and that might help.
Oh.
So, remove that. I think we'll probably pull these back out and throw some Loctite in those forks. We didn't do that. I think everything else, is pretty much ready to go. So, we'll have to get this thing out for a test ride and see how it does on the road.
Nice job. Thank you.
Yeah.